So let's talk about the tipping, because I know the
My God,
tipping
I hate. This is,
the tipping gets all the Europeans. It even gets me because I'm not, American. I
no, I
moved
think
here
the
when I
whole
was
world. I think the
19.
whole world. Even the
Yes.
Americans don't like. I'm sorry. Even the
Yeah,
Americans.
even the Americans sometimes, get irritated with it. They're okay. They're okay with tipping, a little bit for good service. But nowadays, they're also doing this thing where when they give you the check, either the tipping is already there, or they have in the machine program to start at 27%. So if you want to do 20%, you have to change, and a lot of people, they don't want to deal with it, or they feel embarrassed because of the waiter standing right there with the machine.
Yeah, of
So you feel
course.
like you have to push the 27. So what do Europeans think about the tipping?
Now, think this is crazy and stupid. It's what I think as a Brazilian. In Brazil, we also tip in Brazil, but like 10-12%, which also I don't like, but whatever is
I don't think we
included.
tip in Brazil.
No, in the restaurant, yes. In the restaurant,
Okay, I
yes.
don't know that.
Just restaurant, like 10 or 12%, but also is used to, yeah, it's used to give this 10 or 12%. But if you don't like the service, a lot of Brazilians say, look, I didn't like, I'm not gonna pay. The waiter, I mean, of course he's gonna be angry, but he doesn't say in your face, "I you bastard." But in the United States, I think they say and they write. I saw another day in TikTok that someone didn't give the tip and they wrote back in the check like, "You asshole! I knew you wouldn't give anything." Like, it's
No,
crazy.
no. I think no. I think this was no, because what happens is they give you the check, and then you put the tip and you leave. You know what I mean? So the waitress
How
or
did
waiter, they cannot write, because if they
So
write, you're not gonna get it.
I know it. I saw a video that was written. I knew you wouldn't give, but how was that?
Then I don't know, because you put the tip, and right after you put the tip, usually you
I
leave.
put the pen, you leave. So I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna put anything. I put zero and leave.
You can.
I'm gonna do that when I go there because
I have a friend.
oh,
I have a friend. A long time ago, my friend Mariana came to visit. Long time ago, 20 years ago, or more even. And we went to lunch, and we finished. And I put my money down. Then I went to the car. I said, "Here's my money, my half. I'm gonna go get the car. I'll pick you up in front of the restaurant." She said, "Okay." She was visiting from Brazil, so she didn't know about the tip. So she paid her half and came to meet me at the car. The waiter came out of the restaurant running and asked, like, was there something wrong with the service? And we're like, "No, why?"
my God.
And he's like, "Because you didn't leave me a tip. I left a tip on my half, but she didn't." So he was like, "Because you didn't
No,
leave us a tip."
my God, it's horrible. This.
And,
I know. I hate.
and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Well, she's from Brazil. She didn't know." And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Da, da, da. And he was nice about it, but he came from inside the restaurant.
God, yeah,
to
it's crazy.
ask, "What the hell?"
No, it's crazy, and I don't understand. They don't have a salary or what?
They do have a salary. Yes, they do have a salary, but I think it's a small. But they do, of course, they get paid. But I don't know how that works. We always talk about this here, and we really don't know how it works. But here's the thing: in Paris, I don't know how it is in Madrid yet, but in Paris, they're doing that now. If you go to a place that's like that a lot of tourists go, like
I think if you go to Gigi,
yeah, if you go to Gigi, if you go
yes.
to Lulu, if you go to these places, now they're putting a tip because they know the Americans like to tip.
Of course, because also
So
of course, because because it's very tourist. They go a lot of Americans, and they're gonna say, okay, let's gonna be
Yes.
like they are, But if you go in a French place with French people, that is never gonna
No.
happen. No, zero. No one tip
But how
here.
about Madrid?
No, zero tip here anywhere. Also Milan, zero tip. I mean, if you wanna give, you give, but you don't have to. And I love this. I love. I don't care. Also, I prefer, because I don't feel that the waiters, they are fake. They are nice because, of course, they have to be nice, polite. Sometimes they are not even nice in Italy because they are a little rude. But I don't care. I prefer the people to be honest, to be themselves, than there, because there I think the people are so fake because they need the tip. So they are, oh my god. There is also a video I'm gonna send you. There is a video that is exactly like this. That the guy is an actor pretending to be, different cultures, and he's doing like when the waiter is in United States, the person say, I would like water, please, and the waiter say, oh, my god, very nice choice, this water, very nice choice. Because why? Because he's thinking, I need my tip. So amazing choice. The best in the menu is the water. It's amazing. So I prefer to don't give any tip, and don't come with me with nice choice. I don't care. Let me just eat. That's it.
I don't think all waitresses and waiters are fake, but I'm sure some of them are, but maybe not all.
But also another things. In United States, it's not just restaurant. Also, if you go like in your massage, you need to give a tip.
Yes, and everything.
I
The
mean,
taxi, the massage, everywhere, like, the nails, everything you tip,
No,
the
this is
hair.
crazy.
Yeah,
No,
everything there's a tip.
fuck off.